Hebron's where Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob are buried, and some of the wives. Abraham and Sarah, I think. It's also in the disputed territories. If you go to the next picture, you see a Palestinian flag. I got one picture of a Palestinian flag just right there at Hebron.
We did hear a few gunshots way, not real far, but just here.
We heard some gunfire. It was probably just, like people shooting guns off. It really wasn't a battle or anything.
I never did feel threatened.
Next. And then we went inside. We had to wear head covering. It's kind of opposite with Christians. The men keep their head uncovered and the women cover their hair 7 times. But in Jewish circles, the men cover their head. And so I had a ball cap on. There's Derek Gilbert with a little skull cap. There's the tomb of the patriarchs. Okay, this picture was taken that evening. That particular Sunday, I want to say Monday because Sunday in Jerusalem might as well be Monday. It's the first day it is the first day of the week, and they go to work and everything. But it was Jerusalem Day. They were celebrating the deliverance of Jerusalem. And that evening there were just crowds of people, mostly young people, marching through the city of Jerusalem.
Huge parade. We didn't actually,
Yeah, big parade.
We could hear the parade going on.
Mhm.
We didn't actually see the parade. We saw several groups like this bunch that you see on the screen.
Now this is just inside the Jaffa Gate, inside the old city of Jerusalem. We'll come back to that picture in a little bit because it's one of my favorite pictures. Next. This is the classic picture of Jerusalem that my brother-in-law Alvin took. You can see the Dome of the Rock. I guess at one time the Dome of the Rock was a different color, like gray, but they painted it golden, so it's really beautiful. Well, just go to another picture. I think you can.
The next picture better.
Or were you going to zoom in on that one? Yeah, go ahead and zoom in on it if you can.
Did you get to go in it?
We didn't go in it.
We asked about when,
You have to hold that. There you go.
when.
There's golden. That's good, Joyce.
Let me see. We asked about when, the gate from around the wall.
The ramp.
There's a ramp. We asked when that was open, and they said usually in the
Morning.
And Christians can go there.
Anybody can go there.
Anybody can go there.
If you don't take a Bible with you.
Don't take the Bible.
But-
But we weren't there in the morning. We were there in the afternoon, late afternoon.
So you went to Sister Lucy, didn't you go to?
Yes, we got to go in. There was another group that they put a girl out,
Oh,
and she didn't know what she'd done,
yeah,
but something offended her.
yeah.
We went her out.
So why no Bible? Is that what you asked?
Well, I guess the Muslims control it.
Because it's still placed in control.
They might let you bring a Koran. I don't know.
A few of us were walking around the perimeter,
Uh-huh.
and two or three were singing as they were walking, and looking at her. Big guy. Made them shut up.
Yeah.
None of that up there.
Well, neither one of our trips. I guess if we ever go back, we ought to go up there. But okay, next. There we are with Jerusalem, and beautiful day. You can see the little puffy cumulus clouds. When we first got to Jerusalem, it was extremely hazy. I think it was dust coming in off of the Sahara.
See the
Well, I think the next picture is better.
next picture shows the
Yeah.
area one.
Well, in a little bit we'll see it. This is the Garden of Gethsemane with the olive trees. Those big olive trees, they say they just keep getting bigger, and the inside part's hollow, but they just keep getting bigger. Probably several hundred years old. When we were there the other time, they let you walk right up to the trees. This time you couldn't get real close. You could see them well. Next. Now, the Al-Aqsa Mosque.
There's the mosque.
At the south end of the Temple Mount is the Al-Aqsa Mosque, and really the Muslims are more worried about the Al-Aqsa Mosque than they are the Dome of the Rock. It doesn't look like much, but that's their main one. That's their most sacred holy place, I guess. Next. We looked down we were outside the wall looking down at the old city of David. They said where the original city of David was down at the south end of the hill. So we're kind of looking down on the old city of David. Lots of archaeological work going on there. Lots of it. Next. This is the Pardo? Cardo, which is an ancient thing, but it's also a modern area for shopping. Kind of like a colonnaded place, something like that. Next. And this is the Western Wall, or the Wailing Wall. You can see people off down there. The men go down one side, the women go down the other side. The women's side was a lot more crowded, so Joyce didn't get very close to the wall. I walked right up to it. I didn't speak. Cheryl asked if I put a note in there. I didn't. I prayed. I did pray at the wall, but I didn't actually put a note in there or anything. Next. And this was the night. This was May the 14th, Israel's 70th birthday. Looking from our hotel, you can see yeah, that's good. Hold it right there. They were projecting this on the wall.
There's an Israel flag, there's the United States.
You know, the United States moved their embassy, or our embassy, to Jerusalem that very day. Oh, the people over there love Trump. There's signs that say, "Thank you, President Trump," or whatever. But U.S. flag and Israel flag there on the wall.
Projected on the wall of the old city.
Next. I think it's the last picture, isn't it? The next one. We flew back on this airplane from, well, we landed in Moscow. We had a few more adventures coming home, but I won't get into that part. Can you go back to that other picture, and I'll close out here?
The Israel one?
Mm-hmm.
This one?
Yeah. I wanted to read Psalm 122, and I wanted you to see this picture. Not that picture, this picture.
I know.
Look how happy those. I told my granddaughter, Lauren, who's 14 years old, I said, these are probably like your age. They're teenagers. And don't they look happy? Doesn't it look like a peaceful scene? Let me read from Psalm 122. It says, a song of degrees of David. I was glad when they said unto me, let us go into the house of the Lord. Our feet shall stand within thy gates, O Jerusalem. Jerusalem is builded as a city that is compacted together, whither the tribes go up, the tribes of the Lord, unto the testimony of Israel, to give thanks unto the name of the Lord. For there are set thrones of judgment, the thrones of the house of David. Pray for the peace of Jerusalem. They shall prosper that love thee. Peace be within thy walls, and prosperity within thy palaces. For my brethren and companions' sakes, I will now say, peace be within thee. Because of the house of the Lord our God, I will seek thy good. Isn't that wonderful? It says, peace within thy walls. And I like the part where it says, what does it say? Pray for the peace of Jerusalem. They shall prosper that love thee. And it's a peaceful place. A lot of people said, that's going to be a bad time to go because it's the 70th anniversary and who knows, the enemy may attack or whatever. But Jerusalem is a peaceful place now. And I was thinking about these young people, their ancestors, think about all the persecution they had to go through. They had ancestors that went through the Holocaust and things like that. But look at them now. They're peaceful and prosperous and happy. That would be good, yeah. Well,
Our guy had one of these books. It's called Israel Then and Now. And what it is pictures. There. This is Temple Mount. You can see it. You can see what it was then. Flip it. You can see what it is now.
yeah, Joyce had to have one of those.
I thought, when I got home, I said, I don't want those. I don't want those books, so I ordered one for myself. And then I ordered one, my dad really would love to go on a trip. He just wasn't physically able. So I got him one as well. And then our superintendent,
Some of them go all the way back to the 1800s, but
And then like in the sixties or something, the same, they show the same exact, they took the same exact spot, which is a neat thing. That's, don't want to go to.
and we got some coins. We have some coins, and we have some rocks and things if you want to see them up here on the altar. But
Coins, these are, pieces of pottery from
Bethel, wasn't it?
Bethel. They told us, I was surprised, and so was Randall. He said, if you see something, just pick it up, you can take it. I'm going, really? So I picked up a couple pieces of pottery.
You picked up a rock from where, Brother Ron? From the Jordan River, or? Yeah.
We didn't have any pictures of palm, date palms, but we took one the last time we went. There's a lot date palms, a lot date.
Any questions?
The 70th year
Mm-hmm.
goings on, did you get any of that?
Well, of course, not really. We didn't really get into anything that was directly related to the 70th year. Tell you what we spent that day doing, walking and walking and walking. But I think that was the day we walked 6.5 miles, wasn't it? And we're not talking 6.5 miles like out here. It was like up, down, down, up, down.
What did your sister say? Yeah, she had a little machine.
Well, it turned out to be cooler. It wasn't bad. You know, while we were over there, most of the high daytime temperatures were 75 to 85. It was actually hotter back here at home than not much wind. It rained a little bit on us several days there in Galilee. Yeah, Joyce asked what to wear, and she was wishing we'd brought warmer clothes
I brought a jacket.
or rain wear.
Several days that I would have put a jacket on, because it's cool enough that I felt like I needed that.
Did you bring back some olive wood?
A little bit.
A little.
Yeah,
Didn't bring any goodness.
Israel's climate's kind of like California. They have a dry summer, and they get most of their rain in the winter. So I thought by May it'd be over with. But they told me, oh, some years it is, some years it's not. And this year it's still kind of rainy. Anything else? Okay.